Mr. Doan, I'm trying to put together the picture here in the context of the ArriveScam story. One big issue is missing records. The Auditor General has identified this as a key issue, records that should be there that aren't there that would help us understand what happened in this whole fiasco. The fact that the records don't exist or can't be found means that they either were never created or they were at some point destroyed. Now, you are one of the figures involved in discussion of the ArriveScam issue, and in the midst of this, we see very significant and detailed allegations around your files disappearing. And if I understand your testimony today, your files encountered some kind of a technical problem, and then you undertook a kind of a do-it-yourself on your computer. And you explain this do-it-yourself procedure you undertook because the IT folks are very busy. Now, you're a senior public servant. I would think that you're very busy as well. It would seem odd to me if a CEO at a big company said that he's just going to schedule his own meetings because his secretary and scheduler are very busy. Nonetheless, you undertook a DIY on your own computer outside of protocol, and in the process, something went wrong, and files disappeared. And at the same time, we have a problem of missing records that make it harder for us to understand what happened with the whole ArriveScam issue. Is my description broadly correct in terms of your testimony, or have I missed something?
In terms of, I didn't attempt to fix anything. So I had identified to me that my battery was about to go, and I needed to, on my current work laptop at the time. Et avant de tout perdre, donc si la batterie.
Before losing everything, I needed to get a new laptop. So when I did the transfer, as you say, the DIY.
Kind of a Control-C and a Control-V. So it was copy one file.
Okay, Mr. Doan, I know you've been trained on how to testify at committees, and I don't want you to run my whole time. I did ask a fairly clear question, I think. You had testified earlier, and you're testifying now, that you undertook work that would normally be done by designated IT professionals. Instead of calling in the designated IT team, you went and did it yourself. Is that correct? And that's essentially what you said earlier.
Yes, I copied a file into the network and copied it onto my new computer.
Okay. In the process of doing that, files were accidentally damaged, and that has led to a situation in which it's hard to find these records. According to this IT employee who spoke to the Globe and Mail, the fact that you didn't engage the proper IT professionals for this is extremely unusual. It's outside of the proper protocol. You contacted an individual IT employee directly at one point instead of going through the proper process. I mean, how are we to find you credible, sir? And I want to give you the benefit of the doubt here, but how are we to find your testimony credible that, given how central missing records is to this whole story, that you, one of the central figures in this story, undertook to go outside the normal protocol to manipulate things on your computer on your own, and in the process, files were corrupted and disappeared? Like how are we to believe credibly that you were just trying to save the folks in IT some time as a senior manager, and something just happened to go wrong?
At the beginning of 2023, OAG report was not out. You mentioned missing records. Missing records was not a discussion or a point at that time. So to imply that I would have done anything specific for missing records, I didn't. In terms of the IT
sir, that timeline has no relevance at all. I'm almost out of time. Why did you undertake this do-it-yourself on your computer? What is the real reason why you didn't use the proper protocol?
I'm afraid
because I was
sorry,
highlighted.
Mr. Dewan, I have to interrupt here because we are out of time. But